I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. You know, I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. I know that for me, I never wanted to take care of myself, because if I took care of myself, then I was doing somebody else's job. Instead, I just always wanted to show you how much I was hurting. Yeah, that's the thing about being alone. It's not that you feel like you don't have anybody. It's like you feel like nobody has you. And man, and I know especially when we're young, we can't even put it into words, but we can feel that. And I remember a lot as a child feeling that way. You know, just feeling like nobody has me. Nobody has me. And I really remember feeling like that. And then I look at everybody else as the enemy. But that's what I do. I got to admit, have to say, I need help. Dude, I don't want to need help. Because somewhere inside of me, you can't help me. I help me. I don't want to need help. I don't need you. That's what it was. That's what it is. Somewhere a long time ago, I needed somebody and they didn't do it. And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me. And I'll be damned if I'm ever going to need somebody. I ain't needing somebody. I'll be damned if I'm ever going to need somebody again. And so that's where I'm at, man. I know what's best. I know what's best. I know what's best. And guess what? You get exactly what you wanted. You get alone. You end up feeling alone. You end up being alone. You end up being alone, man. And if you're not alone, you end up fucking feeling alone. And that's the same. That being alone and feeling alone, it's two different things. You can be alone, but you could be married. You could be in a family of 4 and feel alone as fuck. Because you don't want to open up. You don't want to let people in. You don't want to admit that I need help. I need help just with this minute. You don't want to take your spouse in the other room and say, hey, I just, I need help thinking about this for a second. I just need help. This is my fear right here. I'm scared that I'm going to do this and that you're going to feel this way.
All over the world,
Yeah.
You have people that
I think I'm embarrassed sometimes.
But all those emotions are old habits. They're just habits. So I understand that. And by the way, when you feel embarrassed or you feel these negative emotions,
Yeah.
it also makes you feel for yourself for a little bit. So that's the other part you might be afraid of. Like some people take care of everybody.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like for some, I don't know if this is you, but some people are so busy trying to make everybody else happy all the time. They don't take care of themselves unless it's a big ass problem. And then for the first time, even if it's a negative feeling, at least I'm feeling for myself. I'm feeling for me. And that might be what you're afraid of losing.
Things I could never put into words. Okay. I mean, that was one of the blessings about being in sometimes recovery in 12-step rooms was you had like 20 people thinking at once.
Yes.
And so sometimes someone would say what you wanted to and couldn't. And so that gave me a first start to look at myself. I was so stuck to me. I couldn't see me at all. And so some ways that like things that were having a tough time in my life, huge problems trusting people. Didn't trust, huge problems with that. One thing I noticed really recently, still unrealistic expectations of myself and other people. And I've always had them. It's like, and I realized that I think some of it is like, I want to make it so, like, if I have unrealistic expectations of myself, then I'm never going to be able to achieve them.
The bar's too high.
Right. And then I'll always be what I thought I always was anyway.
Exactly.
Which was not enough.
So that's where shame creates a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. So that's like, and and now I'm able to see that a little, but before I was just stuck on that Ferris wheel,
Yep.
you know?
Hey, buddy, I was just calling. Just been dealing with the loss of a loved one, my grandfather. And I lost my girl in January, and things have been kind of funny ever since. And, you know, man, I just wanted to say thank you. I've listened to you for a little while now, and you made me realize, you know, sometimes it comes down to it. You just got to depend on yourself, and there's not much else, you know. There's not much else to it. You got to be hard, and I just wanted to say thanks, man. I appreciate you.
You know, I'm so sorry for your loss and your girl. You know, I can't even imagine that. But man, that's you know, that is such a hard and real moment. And how scary that is to realize that you have to rely on yourself, man. And that is such a lonely, real, adult moment. You know, and it's so powerful when that kind of thing happens. I've had some moments like this happen. And it's so powerful because you know, you only feel it like when the feeling is kind of, it's not momentary, but it's, you know, it's the actual feeling of that, realizing that you are it's just you, that really it's just you.